Okay, so here we are at my apartment slash my recording studio. Simple rundown. Let me go through what I got, and this is what I'm using right now to create beats. So, if you're someone that's trying to get into it or wondering what I could start with, at least time to start off with, I got my my MacBook Pro right here. It's like a 2012 MacBook Pro, so it's I got my keyboard right here. I'll touch up on that keyboard and why I use that keyboard in a little bit, which, man, if you guys can get your hands on these, I think these are like the old school eMac keyboards. Please do yourself a favor and get yourself one of these keyboards. I'll touch up on that in a bit. Interface, I don't have my interface connected right now, but I use the Apollo interface. The Apollo interface is honestly, for me, is the best interface you can get for the price. Honestly, if you want to get the bang for the buck, Apollo interface is the way to go. There's so much you can do with this interface. The ins and outs of it is just amazing. The preamps on this interface sound so freaking clean. Like, honestly, it's insane on how good they sound. Now, not only do they sound clean, but if you want to get a little dirty with them, obviously they got the Unison preamps installed in here, and you could touch them up with any type of preamp emulation you want. They got all kinds of settings you can do. So the Apollo interface, honestly, I feel like it's the ultimate interface right now that you can get for the price. I think these are going for like $500 or $600. You get the UAD plugins that you can mix with, record with. You got 2 inputs, 2 outputs. Actually, I think you got 4 outputs counting the monitors. Thunderbolt is just, it's a beast, and I don't think I'll ever switch out of the Apollo interface. If you're a musician, if you're a guitar player, a bass player, or even a piano or any type of musician, this is the way to go, man. Like, if you're just trying to record yourself but you want great quality, this is the way to go. You plug in your bass or your guitar and you got so many options on it. Enough on that, but this keyboard right here, I use this iMac keyboard. Why am I using that keyboard if I already have a keyboard on my laptop? I'll tell you why. When I use Pro Tools, I got to use the numeric keypads. I gotta use the F functions. I gotta use, it's just so many quick keys in all these recording softwares that you'll use with your numeric keypad, and these don't come with no numeric keypad, which I hate. But I mean, whatever, it's all good. I know it's a laptop, so it's meant to be a lot more compact. So I honestly, I work so much faster when I'm using the numeric keypad and the full-on keyboard. All my quick keys, all my shortcuts, I move a lot faster. I feel a lot more comfortable. And like I said, at the end of the day, I think creating music and making a beat is not about like, shoot, how do I cut? How do I paste? How do I do this? Nah, man, like, you want to know those shortcuts so you could just focus on creativity. And last thing is my software. Like I said, I use Pro Tools. I'm a Pro Tools guy, but I still love to try out other software. Like right now I'm using Ableton Live, which is hands down an extremely fun software to use, especially if you're just trying to make music. If, let's just say, you don't even know how to play a piano or a bass or something and you still want to make music. Mainly I'm a Pro Tools guy. That's where I'm always at, and that's where I do my editing, my mixing, and my mastering. Producing, I will produce in Ableton Live. I'll create some beats in Reason. I love Reason. But when it comes down to editing a track and mixing and mastering, I personally just do it in Pro Tools. Pro Tools is the software where I feel like I got most manipulation with sound and EQs and editing, zooming in, cutting, pasting. Like, I just feel much more comfortable in Pro Tools for me personally. Real quick though, let me make something clear. That's what, when I speak about me using Pro Tools, I use it because I feel very comfortable with it. Now, if you use GarageBand or if you use Logic or There's all kinds of software. If you feel comfortable in that software, use it, you know, and focus on creativity instead of how do I do this or how do I do that? How do I put an EQ on my inserts? Like, you really want to just be on the platform where you feel like you could just focus on being creative instead of focusing on the technical side. Now, if you're just starting out and you're new to all this, of course, you're gonna have to learn software. And my recommendation is get up on YouTube, man. Look at a bunch of videos on YouTube, not just on YouTube, but open up the manuals, you know, open manuals and on your lunch break or at work or wherever you're at, like read through them. If you really want to get into it, believe me, like that will be the funnest book you ever read. Reading a manual, honestly, for me, was so fun when I was starting off here. And I'm not saying I'm a master at this or nothing like that. I'm still reading manuals. I'm still looking at videos. But for me, since I love doing this, like I truly love doing this, I open up books, and if I'm reading about EQ, how to EQ a vocal or how to compress a kick drum or something, like I'm so into it, man. Like, I'm not huge in reading, but if you're serious about this and you really want to start making music and you don't really know how to play an instrument or something, this is a perfect setup. As a matter of fact, forget the interface. Don't even worry about the interface yet. Get yourself a laptop, software, a recording software, and if you cannot afford a recording software, just pirate the damn thing. Or not, but what I'm saying is get yourself a laptop, get a recording software. If you go online and you look for used laptops, you can probably get a laptop for like $500. Recording software, you could probably, you know, well, GarageBand comes with Apple computers, so you could probably start making music within like $600-700. Honestly, man, get yourself a laptop, start making music. Don't be waiting on the right moment. Just do it, man. Just a living room setup. I'm not showing it to show off or anything like that. I'm just showing it to show that there's possibilities, that you don't need nothing crazy. And just have fun, man. Feel the vibe, feel the music, be inspired, listen to other music, get inspiration from other artists. And you know what? I talk too much. Click out of my video, close this video down, turn off YouTube, get yourself a software and start creating music. All right, man. Peace out.